Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Boy, that's shining right in my face. Remove that. Welcome in. I'm not sure how many people are here, or if anyone yet, but hopefully some will start trickling in. We've got Miss Annie. She's over there apparently, because I don't know why it does this. She's over there. Yes. And we are chatting and coloring tonight. And Annie, do you want to show your picture you're coloring tonight?
I can. I got a little bit of work done on it.
Okay.
Well, that did
That
work.
was real quick. That was a good pick.
That was fast, quickly.
And that is a pic. That is a book she got from Amazon. And what was the name of it called?
It's called Fantasy Tree Homes. It was $9.99. I just got it like a week ago, so it should be the same price.
Cool. And the one I am doing tonight is this one here. And this one is from a book I bought many years ago. It's just called Designing Colors. And yeah, I got it a few years ago. I went many years without doing it. And the other day when I was doing it, last week, no, 2 weeks ago, I finally finished it today. So that is what we are doing. So any subject is up for conversations, maybe. Not any subject. I'll take that back. Revert back. I'm not going to say that. But we'll talk. Huh? Yeah.
Most subjects.
A lot of subjects. Let's put it that way. So, and yep. I'm just coloring away. I'm using ink art markers. And Annie, what did you say you're using?
I am using alcohol markers, colored pencils, and gel pens.
Oh, mine's art. Mine is alcohol ones too.
These are it's the cheapy touch markers from Temu. Mm-hmm. I've never used alcohol markers, but these work just fine for me. So
I think these are alcohol. I'll have to look. I got them from Amazon about 4 years ago. They're called Dabu and Shubu.
I do believe those are alcohol based.
I think so.
I was looking at the acrylic ones, which they look cool.
I have some
acrylic paint. Do I really need acrylic markers?
Well, I have some and I have used them. In fact, I've got them right here. The thing is,
the few that I have, I've found to be very blobby.
Yes.
And I'm not sure.
It's permanent paint marker.
Yeah.
These ones came from Dollar General, and they're okay, but like you said, I already have acrylic. So why do I need a pen when I can do
it with a paintbrush?
Write with a paintbrush.
Yeah.
I can write, paint, whatever. Let's see what this is. DAO and Shubu. I guess that's how you pronounce it.
Pretty sure.
Okay. Yep, they're alcohol. Yep, I thought so. And this is a pack of 96 markers. I have other markers too.
Are supposed to be. I'm trying to think. Ohuhu. They're supposed to be like an Ohuhu knockoff, and the Ohuhus are way expensive, way out of my price range anyway.
Right.
So I'm just like, well, you know what? I'm good with this.
Right, and I have some other ones too, other markers. I forgot they're sitting over there on this shelf.
Wow.
Let me go grab them. And show them to you. Hold on. I hooked myself.
Here? Yeah, all right. Love you. I'll see you tomorrow.
You said they're supposed to be here between 10 and 12 tomorrow?
No, they're supposed to be here at 2 tomorrow. 10 and 12 is on the 18th. what I have found with the alcohol markers, when you're doing an actual picture,
Mm-hmm.
actually color,
Yeah.
you kind of dab,
Right.
spread into the paper. Because everybody's like, oh, they bleed. And I'm like, well, let the bleeding work for you.
Right. Okay, so this, let me turn on my other camera and I will show you my other ones. Why am I so little? I'm tilted back. Okay.
See.
Okay. So, all right. Okay, so this is a set that I have. These are Jots. These are actually from Dollar Tree, and they're really good. Let me see if I can find a piece of paper I can write. Not a bill. Don't want to write on a bill. Okay. So these ones are dry. Those ones are dry. Oh no, that one isn't. This one isn't. That's just a regular marker. So these ones, they're pretty good ones. And then there's Galaxy markers. I only have a few of the Jot ones. Galaxy markers, and these are drying up too. I probably should just throw these away. I didn't know they were drying up. This is the cheaper ones. That set. And then I have these are art markers. I think I got their shuttle art. I got these from Amazon as well. Huh?
I like the Shuttle Art brand.
Yeah, and it's got the fine and the bowl just like that. Those ones. Yeah, these are good. And so I have this set. There's quite a few colors in there as well. So, yeah. But I'm going to get rid of these other ones. They are not. These Jot ones are not good.
The Jot ones are good for kids.
But I'm surprised that these
they don't
ones
last very long.
I'm surprised the Galaxy ones dried up though. They were supposed to be a good.
Now, are those alcohol too, or are those just markers, water based?
This says Galaxy marker, acid free, American Crafts. I don't know. Let me look it up. It doesn't say that they're.
If they're alcohol based, you can dribble alcohol in them and rejuvenate them.
That's what I was thinking.
You can do the same thing with water.
Right. These Jot ones, I'm not going to spend my time doing that. There's only 5 of them. So, but these ones are supposed to be good ones. Okay, let's see. Galaxy markers. It's the American Craft. Is that what I said? Yes. And it doesn't say what they are. Let's see.
Here's the brands.
Maybe in the. These came from Walmart. The Galaxy markers. Artist concepts, double-ended. That's not those. Doesn't I can't see where it says it. Non-toxic, acid-free, non-bleeding, and permanent on most porous surfaces. Right with no mess on both light, dark paper, foam. More details.
It doesn't actually say anything.
Right. Opaque. Yeah, it doesn't say. So I don't know. But So I'm surprised that they are dry. But they weren't expensive. They're these ones are metallic. There's some of these like half of them are metallic. That's why I bought them. Because they were metallic. But I'll probably just throw these away. It's not worth trying to. If I put alcohol in its water base, it'll ruin them. If I put water in its alcohol, it'll ruin them. So I ain't gonna mess with it.
I cannot remember. I think metallic ones that you can't fix.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you can do that with the metallic ones.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna throw them away. They're not worth keeping. And I'm glad these ones, the art makers, are still good because they're a nice set, as well as my alcohol ones. And these are probably the art markers. They might be alcohol as well, but they're nice ones. So I'm going to keep them because they're fine. Nothing is wrong with them. Nobody showed up. Maybe it didn't go on to YouTube at all.
Yeah, it did because I went. That's where I was talking to you a few minutes before I came in here.
No, I mean I don't know if it like
Yeah.
came up where everyone could see it.
Let's see.
I mean, like sent out a thing. I don't know.
Well, I'm just going to see if it's even in my feeds.
Oh, okay. I had to go to my channel and look for it to find it.
Yeah, it's not even in my feeds.
Yeah, that's why. Oh well.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know.
Let's see. Have lives? Oh, you won't show up on the live one yet, will you? On this channel?
I should. In YouTube? When
Yeah.
you go to lives?
Yeah.
You should be able to see anyone who's live. Let's see.
I thought it was just the channels that was monetized or close to being monetized. Yeah, you're not even listed under the lives.
Nope. Huh. Oh well. Oh well. It is what it is.
Go back.
That's why I put it on Facebook and that, but nobody came in. Oh well. Yet anyway. But last night I had people coming in. But they knew about it too.
Yeah.
So
Come on.
I don't know, because I've had people come in here before because they said they saw it. I don't know what's going on. YouTube is weird sometimes.
Okay.
What
Not-
was that?
Okay, this mouse maybe isn't ready for it yet.
The what?
There we go. I thought I had it fixed, but maybe I don't because I was not even close to clicking on anything.
Oh,
I just went in and copied the,
the link.
yes, and put it on my Facebook to share it.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put a big old.
Hey, Mary, how are you? Welcome in. We are coloring and chatting. So you're definitely welcome to do the both or whatever. This is the picture that I'm working on tonight.
And
Can't see very well. And then she's going to show the one she's doing. And that's from a fantasy, what was it again?
Fantasy Tree Homes.
Fantasy Tree Home. She got that. She just got that from Amazon. So
Loved color. Wow, the camera on this. Look at that. It's snowy.
It does look snowy from here. I can see your ceiling fan going.
On my side, it looks snowy all over in here.
Oh, no. Can you see that, Mary? Oh, hey, Sandra. How are you? Welcome in.
Hi, Sandra.
We are coloring and chatting, so
Yeah. No, actually, I can't. He's still
a
running.
lot of subjects are up for discussion. Yeah, I'm not shutting it off as long as it's comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Things that we don't mind talking about. I know I talked to Diana D. They finally found out what was wrong with her daughter. She might be coming home tomorrow. At least that's what she said to me before she had to get off the phone because her daughter was calling her. But I don't know which daughter, so she's got more than one. She didn't tell me which one. That's why she wasn't live last night, and she's not going to be live on Thursday either. Because family is more important, for sure.
Absolutely.
Don't you just hate when you're coloring something and you think you're done with that color, and then you
Realize
put the color away and you look and you're like, oh, I missed that. Oh no.
for exactly which one you used.
Yeah. Okay. So how are you both doing, Sandra and Mary?
I am doing pretty good, Sandra.
I'm doing well. Ron got me a scooter for my birthday. I had one before we moved to Kansas, and we sold it. We didn't have any way of bringing it with us because it wouldn't fit on the motorcycle trailer with my husband's motorcycle he just sold because it was huge. Weighed almost 300 pounds. No, weighed almost 400 pounds. Great big giant bike. So we sold it, and I wanted another one. So Ron got it for me for my birthday, and we couldn't get the seat to lift up where I could use the cargo space. Plus, that's how you put the gas in it because it's street legal. It's a gas-powered scooter. It's like a little motorcycle. But we got it fixed today. And we didn't even have to pay for it. The guy who did it said, nope, you don't need to pay me. So, and it's brand new, though. Good, Sandra. I'm glad you're doing good.
And that's a pencil sharpener, in case anybody's wondering.
I figured it was that or a cutter.
Well, it's the old-timey ones, but I don't have it attached to anything. I'm trying to table and use it, and it's not working out so well.
I had an electric one I used to use all the time, and
I have an electric one, but it's all the way in the living room.
well, what happened to mine is my grandson decided he was going to kite it, and he used it until the motor burned out. I just need to buy a new one.
I have a Prismacolor one somewhere, but I don't know what I did with it when I was straightening up the crafter.
I know, Sandra. It was good he didn't charge me. He actually works on motorcycles. He doesn't work on scooters. And but then he's like, you know what? Just bring it down. Let's see if we can figure this out. It's a good thing because he found that a bunch of the wires the blinkers weren't hooked up, and there's wires hanging down next to the tires. So it could have been very dangerous. So he says, you know what? If you guys don't mind, leave it here for a little while. I'll put it up on my lift or up on my thing, and I'll take a look at it. Well, he did. He rehooked everything. He figured out what was going on with the lock to open up the seat so that I can use it. Plus, I can get in to put gas in it. I mean, it's brand new. When we got there, well, I didn't. When Ron got there to pick it up, it had 0 miles on it. And now it's got 6 miles on it. Oh, Mary. Well, if you've been around very long, you know I'm a daredevil. I love scooters. I love motorcycles. I won't ride a motorcycle. They're too big now. But I love them. I love the freedom of riding them.
Haven't been on a motorcycle since I was 14. I think is the last time I was on a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a dirt bike. It was not really a motorcycle. It was more of a dirt bike.
Right. And my scooter is really pretty. It's prettier than my first scooter. I was looking at pictures of me on my first scooter the other day. Oh, who is text messaging me? Oh. Okay. Nothing big. Nothing important. Okay. Where's my pictures? I got a new phone last weekend. Some of my stuff got moved around. See, there's my scooter. It looks friendly. It's a really pretty blue. And you can't see my helmet. My helmet is sitting behind it. Well, you can see it a little bit right there. Can you see it right through there? I don't know if you can see it. It is white with pink flowers. Can't see it very well. But yeah. Now I can drive it around until the cold weather comes. Which won't be for a couple more months. Till it's too cold. My other scooter, I drove it every day to work as long as it was warm weather. You know, there wasn't no snow or ice on the roads. And I loved it. But Ron didn't take the battery out. And battery died and we had issues. But if Ron doesn't take the battery out of this, I'll just open it up and take the battery out myself. So I don't have that issue. Yeah, she looks young, huh? Did you see that, Annie? Annie, are you there? Uh-oh, maybe she walked away from her computer. She must have walked away. Annie! Oh, well, she'll be back. Exactly. I weighed myself yesterday. I am down 48 pounds now. Annie, are you back? I can hear things moving around. But she might be dealing with her son. I don't know. Thanks, Sandra. You know what, Mary? My husband the other day said something about I couldn't kick high anymore. I said I can too. And he goes, oh, I bet you can't. And I did. I kicked almost as high as his shoulder. Annie, are you there?
Yes, I are now.
Okay, I thought you'd walked away. Look at what Mary wrote.
Thank you.
I was just telling them, Annie, I weighed myself today and I'm down 48 pounds now.
Awesome.
Yep.
I was just blessed, Mary, with very good genes, I guess.
I used to think I was, but now I'm not so sure I look young anymore. I think I look old.
But me and hubby, we get that all the time.
Ron does, and I used to. I don't. No one says anything now, but I don't know. I don't wear my teeth very often because I wear them when I go out. But if I'm at home, I don't wear them because I can't eat with them. And that's when you glue them in, you don't want to have to take them out and deal with all that yucky glue. Take them out just to eat.
Now you sound like my sister.
So she doesn't wear her teeth either?
No, she spent $20,000 on implants.
Oh, my.
I cannot do that. I can't afford it.
I would. Yeah, that's crazy. Thank you, Mary. Not only that, I have heart disease. It's hereditary in my family. And as long as I don't eat a lot of cholesterol and take my cholesterol medication, my cholesterol level is normal and I'm fine. But the doctor put me on Ozempic, and that's how I'm losing the weight. But guess what Ozempic does? It protects your heart. It makes your heart stronger. It protects it. So that's even a better thing. Because I definitely have heart disease. I've had it. Well, it's hereditary in my family. Every one of my dad's kids has it. And I guess his dad had it. And so, yeah. Oh, that's the wrong purple. Ugh. That's what I do for not. What color? Was that lavender that I did? On there? Yes, it was. Okay. Yeah, so, and it's, the name of it, of the heart disease is called hyperlipidemia. And what it is
Huh.
my,
Okay. Officially annoyed.
okay, my body makes too much of the wrong kind, or makes cholesterol is what it does. So you have to take cholesterol medication to keep your cholesterol level down. So I would take that disease any day over all the stuff my mother had. So I know that sounds weird, but she had, and I have not shown any signs of having, she had to have her thyroid nuked because she had hypothyroidism, and so they had to nuke it, and then she had to take thyroid medication her whole life. She had low blood pressure, and then 2 years later she had high blood pressure medication. My blood pressure is normal. My thyroid's normal. She had a hiatal hernia. I do not have that. She had scoliosis. I do not have that. She had a lot of things. She took like 50 pills a day to stay alive. She had high cholesterol too, but she didn't have the disease that I have. But the one thing she did give me, well, a couple of things, lots of things, but I look like her. I didn't think I ever looked like her. Now that I'm losing weight, I look like her. So, don't know how that came about, but I didn't think I'd ever look like my mother. Because I used to not look anything like her. Oh my gosh, Mary. Read that, Annie. Yeah, that's way too much. 60,000.
Yeah. Well, her husband, when he was working for Saturn, evidently they had amazing dental insurance. Out of pocket, they only ended up spending $3,000.
Wow.
Yeah. But still, to me, that's a lot of money.
And that was not the husband she's married to now.
No, it is the husband she's married
Oh,
to.
it is? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, no, her first husband would just told her. He literally went for 7 years with one tooth in his mouth, one of his front teeth. Just that tooth.
Ugh.
And he's like, I think it looks cool. And I was like, I think you look like a dork.
Yeah.
I mean, one tooth, just get it pulled and get,
Right.
at that point, there is no vanity,
Yeah. Well, I will tell you, don't ever say this. Ron only has one tooth on the top, but he has all of these teeth on the bottom. But he has such a big lip and he has a mustache. You can't tell. You can't tell. No one would ever guess that he only had one tooth on top. And it's on the side, so it's not like in the front. But
Oh, no.
because-
I mean, Eddie would he would showcase it like it was something to be proud of.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Is he from
dude.
Tennessee? Is he from Tennessee?
No.
I know that was rude. I shouldn't have said that, but that's a running
West
joke.
Virginia.
Huh?
He's from West Virginia.
Oh,
Where when they're going to be on the news, they warn them, wear a bra in your teeth.
right.
I'm sitting there going like, I have watched people and I'm like, this right here is the people that make the rest of us in the state look like hillbillies.
Right.
And not that being a hillbilly is a bad thing. I am proud to be a hillbilly.
I was gonna say a lot of people in Tennessee are proud to be hillbillies too.
But there's those that's like pushing the envelope just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. That I will guarantee I am not a hillbilly. Don't know nothing about that, anything about it. I mean, I don't. That's not where I was raised. I don't know anything about it.
We're a good bunch of people.
Well, I know that. Well, the ones I know anyway.
We just got a funny way of talking, that's all. Which I play up sometimes because people just like, well, you don't talk like a hillbilly. I can if you want me to.
Yeah.
Don't really see the need for it, but I can totally accomplish that.
My mom, she was born and raised in Texas. And she had a strong Texas accent. Extremely strong. Because that's where she grew up, right? Well, her oldest sister decided when she left home, she moved to Utah, and she decided that she was no longer going to have an accent. And she worked really hard at getting rid of her Texas accent. And she pretty much did. Well, several years later, my mom and her sister, two sisters, moved to Utah. And their older sister said, you can't talk like a Texan here. You sound stupid. You have to get rid of your accent. And so they pretty much all did. Now, her younger sisters didn't, and her mother didn't. But only very few things that my mother said, you'd say, oh, she's from Texas. But,
well, I will tell you, when I had an older brother, and I don't know if it's a skill or just the way he naturally was, but he could move somewhere, and within, I'm going to say 6 months, he would pick up the accent wherever he moved.
that's the way my daughter is. We moved to Kentucky, and within 6 months, you would have thought she was raised there.
Yeah. I am not that way.
No. Now, I did pick up a few things from Kentucky. Like I'll say y'all. But I think I said that always anyway. That's not really an accent. But I say the name of it. Mary says, all joking aside, her sister lives in West Virginia. I say Louisville the right way. It's not Louisville. It's not Louisville. It's Louisville.
Yeah, it's always been Louisville.
Well, yes, but there's people in the states, all over the country,
That
that
don't
does not say it that way.
It's because they're not pronouncing it right. Cash,
I know.
lay down and quit pacing back and forth. He went to work. He'll be back in the morning.
Oh, is that Anthony?
No, Cash.
Oh, Cash.
I know.
Didn't Anthony go to bed?
He's sitting in a chair right now drinking milk.
Oh, okay.
A minute ago.
But he came over and said hi to me, which was cool.
Yeah.
But he should know my voice.
Well, he definitely knows your face and your hair.
Right. Even though my hair's pulled back, but he definitely knows.
Now, see if he ever meets you in real life, he'll do like he used to do Renee. He'll just look at you for a minute, walk behind you, take your hair down. Because if you have long hair, your hair's supposed to be down. It's not supposed to be up.
Okay.
When him and Andrew was little, it used to drive me insane. They would get behind me on the couch, and they would part my hair with their arms, and they would just start winding my hair around their arms while they was watching TV.
I had kids that played with my hair. In fact, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, who lives in Iowa, their grandson, oh my gosh, he is in love with long hair. So anytime we go there, he has to have my hair down so he can play with it. And my niece is like, Connie, are you don't have to you don't have to let him do that. I said, it doesn't bother me none.
Yeah. It's a kid thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony has always, I think he, because when he was little, I had really long hair.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he sought out women with long hair. He even did better with teachers who had long hair.
Right.
Because that just made me feel safe.
Right. See, I just found some more I didn't do. That's okay. I knew what color it was. The whole half of this section of this I didn't do. Oh well.
Are you all joining us in coloring tonight, or are you just hanging and working on a project? Either or is fine.
Yes. The one thing about these markers that is different from a pencil is you can't get into the little tight areas with markers.
Yeah, even if they say they have a fine tip, that tip is not that fine.
No, it's not. But that's okay. I was really happy that my granddaughter, even though she thinks she's a boy, came in to the live last night
Yeah, that was cool.
and said hello. Of course, her name is Zaylee, and she came in under the name of Xander. But okay, whatever. I won't ever not call her what she is. So I just can't do it. I was there when she was born. I know she's a girl. And I think if she does anything permanently, she's going to end up regretting it. I hope she comes to her senses before she does. Because it doesn't matter in this country. You can no longer change your gender on any documents. And anyone who did change it, it was automatically changed back. So you can't change your gender. You can pretend to, but you can't change. They were trying, for a while there, I don't know if you remember, they were trying to say you could. I'm like, no. They're like, you take hormones and it changes. No, it doesn't. And if I'm offending anybody, I'm sorry. I just feel very, very strongly about the subject.
Everybody has the right to the way they want to feel.
Yeah. Oh, she can feel that way. You can't change that. That's all I'm saying. That's just impossible to change. And I don't like the fact that my granddaughter is doing it. I only have 2 granddaughters that's alive, and one's trying to change. I always wanted more granddaughters, but I guess I ended up with 3 daughters and only one son. So
there was more boys in my family or more boys in his family, so I pretty much knew I was going to have boys.
Yeah. Well, my one daughter, well, actually, all 3 of my daughters have 2 boys, and 2 of them, they all have 1 girl too, but the one passed away, but she had her. But Ashley did not give birth to one of her sons. But he's still her son. Her husband got himself fixed because she didn't want another boy, and he's like, well, we can just try. And she goes, no, you only have boys. I'm not trying. And they didn't. I was like, oh, please. Oh, well. And now I've got my first great grandchild is a boy. I'll love him all the same, but I want a girl.
Well, Bill got his granddaughter. That's what I didn't care either way. I could go either way. But he always wanted a daughter. Now he has a granddaughter.
Right.
Let's see.
Mary, do you have, and Sandra, I know Sandra has kids. You guys, either one of you have grandkids? Or greats? And by the way, Mary, Annie said that your husband crochets. I think that's awesome. My husband can't figure out if I'm crocheting or knitting. He can't figure out the difference. Even though I've told him knitting is done with 2 knitting needles and crocheting is done with a crochet hook. Just one. A hook. He can't figure it out.
It's okay. He's a man.
Yep, he does. Yeah, Mary just said, and Annie, he does spoil her. He looks like he would be a spoiler. My husband is a spoiler. Now, I'm watching a little girl now. She loves Ron. And
he is very much a spoiler.
Ron's a spoiler. In fact, this little girl that I'm babysitting, she absolutely loves Ron. And her mom tells her, she goes, "You're going to go see Nana and Papa, Nana Connie and Papa Ron." So, but she lights up when she sees us, which is good when you're watching a baby. It likes you.
Oh yeah, much easier.
I've never had one that didn't like me.
I was getting ready to say, I honestly do not know. I don't ever remember having a kid that did not like me.
But I know people who have. Like, even her mom says, "Oh, she goes through screaming fits." I'm like, not here, she doesn't. She looked at me and she goes, "Shh." I'm like, "You're her mom. Of course she's going to do screaming fits."
Other people than they are their own parents.
Exactly. That's why I told her. I said, that's just the way kids are.
It's no reflection.
No, not at all. Okay, what color was that? Maybe this one?
Mary says she had 2 daughters. They gave us 3 grandsons, who gave us 3 great-granddaughters.
Awesome.
And Sandra has 6 grandkids and 7 great-grandkids.
Ooh, awesome.
Way past me. I don't have any greats.
And I have 9 grandkids. 8, is it 8 or 9? God. I have Kendrick, Caleb, Kira, Zaylee, Joey, Keegan, Hudson, and okay, I have 9 grandkids. I was right, and one's in heaven, one's here, and then now I have my first great grandson on the way. He will be here in February. Oh, ew, walnut. I don't like that color. It looks icky. Yeah, kind of looks like gold, but it's like a dirty gold. I'm gonna use that one.
Almost time for the allergy pill. Every night I hope to avoid taking that thing, and every night I have to take it anyway.
I take mine in the morning.
I can't because these knock me out.
Right.
And then they have pretty much most of the day. Sometimes they'll wear off real early. I thought this one was going to wear off early today, but it has hung on. So I had sniffling and sneezing going on.
Well, I wake up and within 2 minutes, everything just starts draining. And so I immediately, as soon as I get up, I take an allergy pill. And I sit and blow my nose for 45 minutes, waiting for the medicine to take effect. And then it takes effect, and I'm okay unless I run into something that the allergy medicine, I take 2 different allergy medications. So I do Zyrtec, and then I do Flonase. And sometimes I'll come across something like they're getting ready to harvest Milo. Oh my gosh. It's going to kill me. It does every year. I don't know if you guys know what Milo is, but
I do not know. I was getting ready to ask you.
Milo is a grain that goes in animal feed. And everybody around here grows it. And it looks, the plant looks like a short, stubby corn. But it comes out on the top, and it's like this big around, about this tall, and it's brown, and that's all the grains. And it just kills me when they harvest it. And it's everywhere. I can't drive anywhere without seeing Milo. I'm okay as long as they're not harvesting it, but once they start harvesting it,
Now here it is, of course, Sweet Timothy, which is a hay, that, oh my God, it kills me. Sweet Timothy to me smells like freshly baked cinnamon cookies when they've cut it.
I agree with you. It does.
But I will wheeze up. Right now, here it is the ragweed that's killing me.
Well, yeah, ragweed's horrible.
Oh, thank you, Mary. She said I'm only 39, too young for grapes.
Yep.
God, I remember being 39. I did not appreciate it enough.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I was 39.
It's hard for me to. I look in the mirror. In my head, I feel no different. But then I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah. That's the way I think. I look at myself and I'm like, oh, those people telling me I look young are crazy because they just aren't looking at the same person that I am.
I do that all the time. Me and Bill, we're constantly, people's like, well, were y'all babies when you started having babies? And I'm like, no, we were in our mid-20s when we got married.
Yeah.
Well, you sure don't look like it. Well, thank you.
Well, I was younger. I'm 7 years younger than Ron. And people tell me I look like a baby when I got married. I was 20. I had a child already. And I definitely was not a baby. Ooh, I don't like that pink. Go for a little bit darker. Yeah, that's better.
Mary said she was widowed at 39.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yes, Mary. 2 hours after you all left Monday, my husband had a small stroke. Freaked me out. Or I would have called to check and make sure y'all made it home okay.
Yeah.
I am still unsettled.
But you don't know absolutely for sure it was? You just, or you do?
Not unless I know that he had a stroke. I know what a stroke looks like. I've worked with enough people who have had strokes and had enough family members who have had strokes. I know what one looks like. And I know how they act afterwards.
He doesn't believe it?
No. And I asked him, because when I asked him, the EMT said, have you had any headaches? Well, after they left, he goes, oh, yeah, come to think of it, when I woke up from my nap, he said, my head was killing me. And I said, great time to say it.
Yeah.
And he just did that. He held that back because he didn't want to have to go to the hospital.
Right.
Fooling me. I know why he did it. He's a bonehead.
Yeah.
Not that I don't love him.
Have you seen a picture of when I got married, Mary? I know that Sandra has, and Annie has. But I looked really young. But I was not as young as people think I was. See if I can find it. That's right. That's what I looked like when I was married.
I'm wondering if his brain shut down due to exhaustion too. It could have been that.
Yeah. I looked young. Yeah, so that's Ron was 27 and I was 20. And I already had a child. She was 7 months old when we got married. And I had her when I was 20, so I wasn't like 18 or something. Or younger.
No, so far my brother-in-law's doing pretty good. His main problem now is sticking to his new diet that he has to have.
His wife's not helping him stick to it. Thank you, Sandra.
That is the first time she's allowed him to cheat, though.
Yeah.
So
The cheating can turn into
I
a
said,
lot
you're
of
going to be
problems.
tempted, but you can't let him do it. You just can't.
Right, because it could cause a lot more health problems that could actually end up taking him from her sooner than
Well, I
what
mean,
he would.
his attitude is it's not going to be that much longer anyway. And her attitude is, so you just want to leave me even sooner.
Yeah. Thank you, Mary. Yeah, I look young. I was actually coming up on 21. I turned 21 a few months after we got married. But now we've been married for almost 43 years. He's going to be 70 in a couple weeks, which blows me away. Because he don't look 70, and he don't act 70. But I don't know what a 70-year-old person is supposed to act like. It's not him. Other than he's starting to realize that he is.
70.
Mm-hmm. He's starting to realize that he can't quite do everything that he could do. He doesn't have the stamina that he used to go out and work in the yard for hours and hours and hours and
Yeah,
not
but
take
he hasn't
effect.
clued into that yet.
Right.
Hopefully, eventually, he'll clue into that. Keep trying to tell him. He's not listening.
Well, Ron wasn't either. And then him doing the rose garden, I think it really, I think it made it come on quicker. I was pissed at him. I said, Ron, I told you I didn't want you to do it. I told you at the beginning I didn't want you to do it. It was going to take too much out of you, and now every time he goes outside to do anything, it affects him. And I'm like, I told you. You know, but he's stubborn. Now, you hear us.
Yep. Well, him and Bill's a good match.
Yeah, true.
Neither one of them will listen.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's finally, even though he was teasing at this motorcycle place today because the guy had a couple for sale, and he was teasing a little bit. He goes, no, I know. I finally told her I will not look no more. And he contacted those people who was trying to get him to come and sign for a motorcycle. I saw the email where he said, no, I'm not getting it. We're not going to try and convince my wife. She says no, and that's just the way it is. It's no. That's okay, Mary. I mean, it's not your fault that your husband
Passed away, yeah.
passed away. Yeah.
I am every day reminded by people, well, girlfriends mostly, how lucky I am. And I was just like, hey, I told y'all. And the thing was that nobody thought me and Bill would make it. They said we were too different. And
Right.
we are very different people, but we pretty much wanted the same things out of life.
Well, okay, so listen to this, guys. I'm sure Annie has heard it. Okay, so I had Jessica in August of 1982. On December 1982, my brother-in-law came home from work. He worked at the jail, and he goes, well, first of all, I didn't go out on a lot of dates with a lot of the jailers. They were cops. After I had Jessica, they'd been taking me out. So I come home, or Rick, my brother-in-law, comes home, and he goes, Connie, there's this guy at my work who wants to take you out. And I'm like, okay, what's his name? And he goes, his name's Ron. And I said, well, tell me about him. And he wasn't telling me a whole lot. And I looked at him and I said, what color is his hair? I just had this feeling. And he goes, it's red. And I said, no, thank you. I don't want to meet him. I don't want to go out with him. And he goes, I knew you were going to say that. That's why I wasn't telling you. I had always had problems with guys and women with red hair. I think it was just me, my psychological crap. Because, come to find out, when I was younger, I went to school with his younger brother and I beat him up 3 times. And I beat up the kid that lived down the street that had red hair.
Well, you don't have
A
no
couple
problem
of
with
times.
me. I'm a redhead.
I don't have a problem with redheads now. But at the time, I did. And I said, I don't want to go out with him. And he goes, oh, Connie, just go out with him. You only have to go out with him one time. I said, fine, I'll go out with him one time. I said, so when's he going to ask me? And he goes, he said he'll ask you and take you out on New Year's Eve. I said, okay, fine. Well, I didn't get a call. And I'm like, whatever. Good. I don't have to deal with this redhead. Right? So,
And you did.
well, then he calls me on the 7th of January and asks me out. Oh, shit. I got to go out with this guy. The next night, I said, okay, fine. Yeah, well, I'll go out with you, whatever. So, when I grew up, and I'm sure you guys remember this too, you never answered the door. Whoever lived with you always answered the door, like your parents, your brother, your sister, whatever, and then you made an entrance, right? Well, my hair was not quite as long as it is, not even close to what it is now. It was down past my shoulders, really blonde. I was really thin. I came down the stairs in tight pair of jeans, cowboy boots, leg warmers, a sweater, all dolled up, right? Because we were going to go to a hockey game in Salt Lake. And Jessica was on the floor on a blanket in front of the TV with my sister's kids because I lived with them. Ron was on the floor with her, and she was just bright as could be, smiling, laughing, giggling. Ron fell in love with her that day, and she fell in love with him. He stole my daughter from me that day. And we went out on a date, and he took me to this hockey game. He sat me right next to a guy that I went to school with when I was younger. He was hitting on me. And my husband's whole family was there. So his mother, his dad, his 13 brothers and sisters, and a bunch of their kids were sitting 5 rows ahead, behind us. I'm like, oh, this is uncomfortable, right? Well, this was January 8th, right? That was not our only date, of course. Ron asked me to marry him on January 28th of the same month, same year. We moved in together a week later, and we got married on March 15th. We've been together for almost 43 years. So, and everybody used to say, you guys are never going to last. You're never going to last.
Well, I told people, straight up, I said, if you don't want us to last, don't tell me that. Because they do it just to prove you wrong.
That's awesome, Sandra. The thing is me and Ron made a pact the day we got married. We made a pact that barring death, only 2 other things that could happen that would stop our marriage is one, he hit me, or one of us stepped out of the marriage. Well, neither one's happened, or none of them's happened. We're still together, so that is just the way the cookie crumbles. Now, on the other hand, my oldest daughter has been married 2 times. She's had a lot of failed relationships. She has 3 kids from 3 different men. And for her, it was like, well, I'm unhappy, so to be happy, I gotta move on. Okay, whatever. Ashley My second daughter, she's been married 3 times, and hers was different. The first one was her husband decided he didn't want to be married to her anymore because he couldn't change her. She was too headstrong and he wanted to change her. I don't know if you guys are Mormons. We used to be Mormons. He was a Mormon and he wanted to change her back to a Mormon, and that was not going to happen. She wasn't going to go there. So that is the reason why she divorced her first husband. Her second husband was saying that she was changing him and he didn't want to be married to somebody who changed him. So he divorced. He had an affair. So he stepped out of the marriage. And come to find out, the lady he married, who he's now divorced from, she changed him into a totally different person. Nothing like he used to be. And it's not for the best. It's for the worst. And
If
then...
you get into a relationship feeling like you have to change somebody, you're in the wrong relationship.
Exactly. And but his second wife changed him totally, and actually did not change him. But well, here that's a here nor there. And her third husband, they're still married, and I hope they last. I think they will. They're willing to fight for their marriage. And I told her, I said, you have to fight for your marriage. You can't just, it's going to be a fight sometimes.
Yep.
And my other daughter, she's married to her first husband, and I think that she'll stay married. Even though they have problems, I still think that they'll stay married. And they've got 2 kids, 2 boys. And Jane was their little girl who died. My daughter went into her cervix opened at 19 weeks. 2 days later, her water broke, and 6 hours later, she went into labor. And it probably I hate to say this, it was for the best, because after she was born, she was perfect, absolutely perfect. But after she was born, they checked the placenta, and it was full of infection. They have no idea how it happened, but within probably 8 hours, they would have been both septic, and they both would have died. So.
When I lost my first one, I had a very good, nice nurse who sat with me that night, and she told me, she said, there are reasons in the universe for a child not to come into it. But she said there could be, something was really going to be wrong.
Right.
And it's like, no, let's not make this child live with that.
Right.
And that helped me more than everybody. Like, oh, I'm so sorry, you can have another one. I don't know why that's somebody's automatic when you lose a child, just like, oh, you can have another one. Sure, you can have another one, but it's not going to be that child.
It's not going to replace it.
And it's just, I came into this. My oldest brother was married 9 times, widowed once. My next oldest brother was married once and divorced. My sister's been married and divorced and married again. My next oldest brother lived with a woman for 25 years, married her, and divorced her 2 years later. The next brother was married 5 times, had 7 kids. And then my little brother is still married technically by law, but him and his wife have not lived together for about 12 years.
Yeah. Well, and I was going to say, my son, he's never been married, and he says he won't get married because he doesn't believe there's any woman out there that's willing to fight for a marriage anymore.
Oh, see, he should have met me. I fought tooth and nail.
Yeah.
Every time I thought I was going to give up, and I was like, no, you know what? I've put too much work into this.
Right.
To give up this easy.
Right.
I'm not going to do it. I have a lot of people like, oh, just give up. You can find, and I'm like, nah. And at this point, and this is not to be mean, and a woman who's been married longer, you understand it. I done got this man trained. I am not starting over from scratch. It's taken me 2 years or too many years.
Exactly. A lot of people will say, Connie, if Ron passes away, you could just get remarried. I'm like, no, thank you. No. I'm not starting over. And I understand, like Mary, you did, and that was because your husband passed away. That's different. But I mean, just to do it when I'm old, my Ron's uncle, he'd been married for 52 years when his wife died, and he got remarried.
Yeah, my dad never remarried.
And I'm like, why? I mean, yeah, everyone has reasons, and that's fine. But to me, it's like, why?
My grandma told me when I was a kid, because I asked her why she never got remarried, because my
grandma's didn't.
Let's see, my mom was 15, I think, when her dad died. No. See, Renee was born. Hang on. Let me count. Mom was 18.
My grandpa.
It was 23 when her dad died.
Yeah, go ahead.
But my grandma told me that in the Bible it says you will have one husband. Do you know how many times I've been through that Bible? I've never seen that.
It's there. But it also says that divorce is not preferable in the Bible. It says that flat out. But it does say that if someone in the marriage walks away from the marriage, then it's okay. So, because my daughter struggled with that when her husband left her because he couldn't change her anymore, and we went looking for the answers, and yeah, he's the one who walked away. But I think I'm gonna call it a night just because I'm tired of sitting in this chair. And
okay, I will show you my progress.
And I'll show you mine as well.
Here's my progress.
Ooh, lovely. It's very pretty.
It's a lot of brown.
Yeah, exactly.
But, they're tree houses. What do I expect?
Right. And this is mine. So I'm filling in. I've done all the detail work, and I'm just filling in between. I love to fill it in because it makes the detail work pop. So, but yeah. And Thursday night, I don't know if it'll be a live again or if it will be a video. I don't know. It depends on my day tomorrow, how it goes, because I got to do a bunch of stuff. Ron won't be here tomorrow, so he's what, if anyone knows anything about, he's a Gideon. When you go to hotels and you find that there's a Bible in the drawer, the Gideons are the ones who put the Bibles in the drawers. They donate them and get them. But he's a Gideon, and he's going to the state fair tomorrow, and he's going to be working in the Gideon booth. So he's going to be gone a good portion of the day tomorrow. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Sandra. And we will see you guys later. And Annie, tomorrow for bingo?
Tomorrow is Anthony's appointment's at 2 o'clock.
That's right. So that's what I was thinking. Okay, I knew it was one day. Okay, so I won't see you for bingo then.
No,
I won't see you for Thursday either because I have the baby. So.
Well, I'll see you Thursday night though.
Yeah.
Yes,
definitely. And I'll let you know if it's alive or not. I haven't decided.
And you can holler at me in between times if you want.
Okay.
All right. Well, holler at me anytime.
All right. Bye, guys. Have a good night. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.